willing to do that, how much more so should we be willing to be there for people when they're at their worst, to help lift them up as well and to just show them an abundance of love. That's what this prayer is all about. As you lead us, page 18.
Ahava Rabbah Ahavtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chemla Gedola V'Teira Chamata Aleinu Ba'avur Avotenu V'Imotenu Shabbat Hu V'Cha Vatlamden Hu Ke Chaim Ken Techonenu Utlamdenu Hamrachem Rachem Aleinu V'Tein Bilibenu Lehavhin Ul Haskil Lishmoa Lilmod Ul Lamed Lishmor V'La'asot Ul Kaim Et Kol Divrei Talmud Toratecha Be'achava.
Page 19 at the bottom.
Baruch
Atah Adonai Habocher Be'amo Yisrael Be'ahava. Beautiful. And on page 21, we have our prayer for Shema, declaring God's oneness. It's one we do with our feet on the floor, our head held high, proud of our Jewish identity. Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. We turn to page 22 for Ve'ahavta. And again, this prayer, guys, it talks about what it means to teach others. And that you guys have been the students here at Temple Emanu-El. And that in this moment, this is the last time you're in that liminal space here of being both the student and the teacher. That as you become, so you already got enough authority to wear some tali tot today. And soon you'll be called to the Torah, and that is like the real spiritual moment that I talked about last night with that word aliyah, of going up and rising up in spirit. So we're like in this in-between space where this is the final time that you will say this as both a child of the congregation, but also as somebody who now will be tasked with teaching these words to children. So that when we talk about what it means to love God with all our heart, our soul, and our might, you've been learning how to do that, and you're transitioning to one who teaches others how to do it too. So if you guys will lead us together in words of Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi mitzavecha chayom alevavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vetecha uvletecha v'derech ushokbecha uvkunecha ushartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem ekol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzetiehem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lahem Elohim
Ani Adonai Elohechem. Amen. On page 23, if Elena and Eric Levine will come on up to our microphone right here. Is it Levine or Levine?
Levine.
Nailed it, okay. So they'll be leading us from the microphone down here on the floor. Yep, bring your prayer book. Perfect. And this is a prayer that helps us get ready for our Micha Mocha, an introduction to our prayer for freedom. So we will pray responsively with them nice and close to the microphone.
Adonai, our God, you took us out of slavery in Egypt. You made us free.
You were in the courage with which we overcame 40 years of desert wandering.
Even today, you are in the hope that, like a beam of light, brightens the darkness of suffering and despair.
You are in the love that creates, protects, forgives.
Standing at the sea, we felt your goodness and your love, and we sang a new song to you, and still today we sing that song.
We praise you, Adonai, Redeemer of Israel. Words of Michamocha, page 24.
Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai Mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh Nora tehi lo dosei fele Nora tehi lo dosei fele Adonai Eloh le'olam ba'ed Adonai Eloh le'olam ba'ed
On page 26, we have our central standing prayer, our Amidah, and we ask that you please rise. Can you balance hold it? 1, 2, 3.
Adonai sefatai tifta'u fi yagite ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'gonei Hakol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot v'imahot, U'mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'oshia, Morid hatal, Mehakel hayim behesed, Mechayeh hakol be'rachamim rabim, Somech noflim ve'rofei cholim, U'matir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melach melech menit umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Beautiful. If Terry and Mike Rosenblum could make their way to our microphone, we're on page 28 as we prepare for Kiddusha.
Many are the ways of holiness, varied are its paths.
There is holiness when we strive to be true to the best we know.
There is holiness when we are kind to others.
There is holiness when we strive for harmony in all of our relationships.
There is holiness when people of different backgrounds work together for a common future.
There is holiness when people seek justice and struggle for righteousness.
There is holiness when people create lasting poetry or song or philosophy.
There is holiness when we forget what divides us and remember what unites us.
Holy, holy, holy is Adonai the Eternal.
Amen. Page 29, Kiddusha.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמם הרוב, ככתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו, אדיר אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, Hu Avinu, Hu Malkeinu, Hu Moshienu, V'Hu Yashmienu, Barachamav Leinei Kol Chai. Ani Adonai Eloheichem, Yimloch Adonai Leolam, Elohai Tzion, Ledor Vador. Hallelujah. Ledor Vador.
Ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador Nagid Galecha. Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador.
ledor vador,
Ledor Vador Nagid Galecha. Ulenetzach netzachim kedushatecha nakdish, kedushatecha nakdish. V'shivacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush, leolam leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Amen. Please be seated, unless you are Ken Hall. And then Ken, if you will make your way to the microphone to lead us in this responsive prayer here at the top of page 31. I hope you'll join with me. Yes. Oh, you're starting, and then I hope they'll join with me for the italics.
From of old, the Jewish people have seen Shabbat as a unique gift, a token of its covenant with God.
Shabbat is the most cherished creation of the Jewish spirit. It mirrors the essence of the Jewish soul.
Shabbat has never been merely a day of rest from labor. It has always been a break in the routine of everyday life.
Shabbat is a symbol of liberation and triumph, of the holy over the profane, of spirit over matter.
In every age, Shabbat afforded the Jew a sacred retreat, a haven of safety, a fountain of new strength and perpetual renewal.
Shabbat nurtures family life in love and harmony. A home at peace welcomes Shabbat with joy.
Shabbat is part of nature's design, the very purpose of creation. All that was created attained its fulfillment in Shabbat.
Shabbat is our hope, the calm haven where all the weary find rest. With the coming of Shabbat, redemption and peace enter the world. Our prayer for Shabbat, Yismechu, page 31.
Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Makadashei, makadashei shavi Shabbat. Kulam yismehu v'yitzaku mishuvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Uvashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat. Chemdat yanim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, shomrei, shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
On page 32, if Jessica and Aaron Redderbush and Zachary Senthan Mai Seku, did I get that? Yeah. If you guys will come on up to our microphone to lead us in this responsive prayer about the gift of peace.
Our God, we know there is no greater gift than peace. Help us to find the peace that comes from the love of your Torah.
Inspire us to banish hatred, war, bloodshed, and bigotry.
Help us to establish forever one human family, doing your will in love and peace.
Help us to find peace in ourselves and among all people. O God of peace, bless us with peace.
You have given us the power, O God, to bring peace and justice into the world. May we always love peace and pursue it, and love our fellow creatures. Fill us with kindness, wisdom, and love. Then shall we learn to live in peace.
Blessed is God, teacher of peace.
With the idea of peace in mind, we take a few moments. Thank you for silent and personal prayers, whether the words on the page speak to you or the prayers of your heart.
Sim,
Sim, sim, shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, sim, 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 shalom, tova uveracha. On page 36, we have our parent blessing. So, cue parents, mom and dad, if you guys will come on up here, I have the sheet for you to offer this special blessing to your boys. All right, get come on.
May you live to see your world fulfilled. May your destiny be for worlds still to come. And may you trust in generations, past and yet to be.
May your heart be filled with intuition and your words be filled with insight. May songs of praise ever be upon your tongue and your vision be on a straight path before you.
May your eyes shine bright with the light of holy words, and your face reflect the brightness of the heavens. May your lips ever speak wisdom, and your fulfillment be in righteousness.
A Jewish home opens its heart, and it links the generations to the generations it is proclaimed. Today, nearly grown, you are called to read from the Torah and are welcomed into the congregation. May this moment be blessed.
Amen. More hugs. All right, friends, so as we enter our Torah service, Mom and Dad, you'll stay up here. And I'm going to invite a number of people to join us. While I'm calling them up, or you can be finding your spot on page 38, where our Torah service will begin. If Ella Sertle and Garrett Sertle will come on forward to our ark, I will let you know when to open it. If Jeff Hammond could come stand near cantorial soloist Jessica for the undressing of the Torah. And if Ann and Mel Burse will come on up, you don't need your prayer books at this time, for our generations of Torah, so you'll go right there. And we call in loving memory and spirit at this time Elaine and Jerry Sherman as we imagine them in this chain of our tradition for our Torah service. If the congregation will please rise, we'll open our ark and join together in Ki Mitzion on page 38.
Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, Ki mitzion teitzei Torah Udevar Adonai Mirushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael B'Kedushato.
Hey guys. Huh? You want to wave at everybody? Everybody want to wave back? There you go. All right. So this is a big moment in our service. The ark is opened. You're surrounded quite literally by Torah and by family and all the people who had to exist to help you be here. So look over. You see mom and dad? You see over their shoulders? And then behind them, we see another set of grandparents. Okay? Beyond them, great-grandparents. All of the great-grandparents who could wrap who wrap around this room so that you guys could be here today to receive the Torah and to receive this chain of our tradition. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pass down the line one Torah. Who's getting it first? To Aiden. Okay, you're last. Or first. You're first but last. And then we'll do it again. All right. Just a little hug and kiss.
L'dor
Just
vador
kiss.
nagid golecha. L'dor vador we protect this chain.
Who's passing to Aiden?
Generation to generation. L'dor vador these lips will praise your name.
Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Because there's two.
L'dor vador nagid golecha. L'dor vador
Pass it to
we
Ian.
protect this chain.
This one's heavier.
From generation to generation, the door of a door, these lips will change your name.
All right. We keep going. Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai Tiumaromima, Shemo Yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagivura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod ki chol b'shemayim uvaretz ki chol b'shemayim uvaretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'mitnaseh lechol erosh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishachavu lehar kasho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishachavu lehar kasho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
Perfect. Please be seated. One of you's got to read the Torah. Okay. And thank you to Miss Joanne for being our gabbai. If we could just have the prayer sheet over here. And so, friends, the boys are chanting this morning from the Torah portion called Beha'alotecha. It's found in the book of Numbers. And Ian will be chanting first from chapter 11, verses 1 through 12. If you want to follow along in a Torah commentary, if you reach under your seat once more, there are 2 dark blue books. You want the one that says the Torah. If it says anything but the Torah, it's the wrong one. So if you pull out the one that says the Torah, you'll then open to page 1091. That's 1091. And again, he'll be reading chapter 11, verses 1 through 12. And the blessing for before the reading of the Torah can be found in your black siddur on page 40. And for our first aliyah, it is my pleasure to call forward proud aunt and uncle Beth and Harvey Burse. Ya'amdu, Herschel ben Menachem Mendel V'chana la'aliyah. Do you want this up here? Wherever. All right, let's open our Torah. Okay. Harvey, if you'll take your talit and touch it. Actually, you're here. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
All right, and then we have our blessing before.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. All right, so you guys stay nice and close.
Yep.
Come hold right here for him. Yep. Whenever you're ready.
Amen. Vayehi ha'am kamit onanim ra be'ozne Adonai. Vayishma Adonai vayachar apo vativar bam esh Adonai vatocha bizke hamahane. Vayitzak ha'am el Moshe vayitpalel Moshe el Adonai vatishka ha'esh. Vayikra Shem Hamakom Chachu Taveira Kiva Aravam Esh Adonai.
Beautiful. Another touch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torah emet. V'chayei olam natah b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Perfect. Give some hugs and then head on to the other side of Miss Joanne. For our second aliyah, proud grandparents, Safta and Papi, Ann and Mel Burse, Ya'amdu, Chana bat Herschel Menachem Mendel ben Gedalia the aliyah. If you want to take your talit. Are you good with this one, or do you want this?
Oh, this is fine.
Okay. Right up here.
Okay. Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai.
Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen.
Amen. V'hasaf shuf asher bikirbo hitavu tava vayashuvu vayivku. Gom b'nei Yisrael ve'yomeru miyahilenu basar. Zacharnu et hadaga asher nochal b'mitzrayim hinam et hakishuim ve'et ha'avatichim ve'et hachachzir ve'et habsalim ve'et hashumim ve'ata nafshenu iveshab ein kol b'yotir haman einenu.
Beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu doret emet.
V'chayei.
You go ahead.
V'chayei olam nata b'tochinu, Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Beautiful. Perfect. And you'll just step to the other side of Miss Joanne as we call forward proud parents, Amy and Todd Sherman. Ya'amdu, Chana Rivka Bat Menachem Mendel V'Chana Tuvia Naftali Ben Moshe La'aliyah. So some big print in it.
I love it.
All right, you're ready to touch kiss? And we bless.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorah.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Put a hand here.
Amen. V'haman kizra gad hu ve'eno ken habdola shatu ha'am v'laketu v'tachanu v'arechaim o dachu bamdocha uvishlu baparur ve'asu oto ugo ve'haya tamo ketam lashad hashamen uvredet hata ahamahane lila yered haman alav.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. All right, and Ian, you now get to go chill for a sec. All right. So like I was talking about last night in your Torah portion's namesake, Bahalotecha is about the light of the menorah, like the one literally behind you guys. You see it on the wall? Very similar to that one. That the Levites, or that Aaron is instructed to cause the light to rise. Bahalotecha, the al that you hear in Bahalotecha is the same al that you hear in the word for aliyah. And it is about a spiritual rising up. And so, for the very first time formally, as bar mitzvah, you are now being called up for an aliyah la Torah. So come on up, Ian. Yamod Yehuda Simcha ben Tuvia Naftali v'Chana Rivka la'aliyah. So first take your talit. Touch. Kiss. And our blessing.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorah.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorah le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayishma Moshe et ha'am boche lemishpahotav ish lefetach achulo vayha'af Adonai me'od uveinei Moshe ra vayomer Moshe el Adonai lama hariota le'avdeha velama lomatati hein beineha lasum et masa kol ha'am hazeh alai Ha'anohi hariti e kol ha'am hazeh im anohi yulitihu kitomar elai sa'ehu vehekeha kasher Yisa ha'omen et hayoneg al ha'adama asher nishbata la'avotav.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu et Torah emet v'chaye olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Good job. Do you want some water? All right. Absolutely beautiful. And you know exactly what you get to do, which is sit down. That's right. Ian, your turn. Ian, you just went. Aiden, your turn. So, friends, Aiden will be chanting for us. Also from the book of Numbers, we're going to skip a few verses ahead to verse 18. So if you're still following along in your Torah commentary, you're now on page 1093, and you're looking for verse 18. So for our first Aliyah, making a comeback appearance, we have proud aunt and uncle Beth and Harvey Burse, Ya'amdu, Herschel ben Menachem Mendel v'Chana Aliyah. Touch kiss. And we bless.
Baruch et Adonai hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. You guys are professionals now. All right, another hand on the Torah.
Amen. Ve'ha'am tomar hitkadeshu lamahar v'achotem basar ki bechitem be'oznei Adonai lemor mi yachilenu basar ki tov lanu b'mitzrayim v'natan Adonai lahem basar ve'achaltem lo yom echad tochlun velo yomayim velo hamisha yamim velo asara yamim velo esrim yom ad hodesh yamim ad asher yetzeh me'aphem v'haya lahem lizarach yan ki me'astem et Adonai asher bakir behem vativku lefanav lemor lamazeh yatzanu mimitzrayim.
Beautiful. Leave it right there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. All right, you know the routine. Hugs, and then on the other side of Miss Joanne. For our second Aliyah, another repeat appearance. Come on back. Ya'amdu Chana bat Herschel Menachem Mendel ben Gedalia the Aliyah. For Ann and Mel.
Baruch Adonai hamavora.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai
le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu Torah emet. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. They say the same words, just at different pace. Perfect.
Amen. Vayomer Moshe shesh me'ot elef ragli ha'am asher anohi b'kirbo ve'ata amarta basar etein lahem v'achlu hodesh yamim hatzon uvakar yishahet lahem umatzah lahem im et kol degei hayam Yasef lahem umatzah lahem. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe hayad Adonai tigzar ata tir'eh hayikrecha devari im lo.
Beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai, melech haolam,
asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. He's like, let's keep it going. Perfect. All right, hugs. And mom and dad, you're up again. Ya'amdu Chana Rivka bat Menachem min Vachana Tuvia Naftali ben Moshe la'aliyah. Equally proud for round number 2.
Baruch et Adonai hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Amvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayetze Moshe, vayedaber el ha'am et divrei Adonai, vaye'esof shivim ish miziknei ha'am, vaye'amed otam sevivot ha'ohel, vayered Adonai be'anan, vayedaber elav, vayatzel min haruach asher alav vayitein al shevi'im ish hazkenim vayehi kenoach alehem haruach vayitnabeu velo yasafu vayisha'aru shnei anashim b'machaneh shem ha'echad Eldad v'shem hasheni medad v'tanach alehem haruach v'hema baktuvim v'lo yatzu ha'ohela v'yitnabeu b'machaneh.
Beautiful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Extra big hugs. Go have a seat. Oh, no. Aiden sits. Good listening. Same thing. So we have you sit because of this deep spiritual rising that you're about to do. But instead of repeating myself, instead I want to talk about one other thing that's happening that you guys can't see from where you are, but is that what they have done both individually, I guess not together, individually, they have learned the Hebrew for their Torah portion in the original Torah text. There's no vowels, there's no pretty colors, and that's why you see so many people surrounding the Torah at the same time. I've got my eagle eyes trying to make sure that we stay on the correct line. Miss Joanne is playing Gabbai here, making sure that he's saying all the right words, because that's what we're doing. We're sharing these words of Torah with everybody, and Ian has already done it, and Aiden, you're making it possible now for us to continue to hear that Torah story. So now you get called up formally as a bar mitzvah. Ya'amod Avraham Eliyahu ben Tuvia Naftali v'Chana Rivka la'aliyah. Got it.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Barach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim Venatan Lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. And hold on, Ian. Aiden, let's roll this a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Vayarot hana'ar vayaged leMoshe vayamar Eldad umedad mitnabeim b'mahane Vayan Yehoshua bin Nun Misharet Moshe mibhura vayamar Adoni Moshe kila'en Vayomer lo Moshe Hamkane Atali Umiten Kol Am Adonai Nevi'im Kiten Adonai Et Ruho Alehem.
Beautiful. All right.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tohenu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. And so, Ian, if you will rejoin us up here. With the sacred Torah in our midst, it is an opportunity for us to offer a special Misha Berach for both of your spiritual growth. And so, folks, if you want to follow along with that prayer, I'm on page 41. Mom and Dad, you're on either side of the boys. Perfect. Misha Berach Avotenu v'Imotenu, Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, Hu Yivarech et Yehuda Simcha ben Tuvia Naftali v'Chana Rivka, Avraham Eliyahu ben Tuvia Naftali v'Chana Rivka. שהגיע למצוות ועלה לתורה, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמרהו ויחייהו ויכונן את ליבו להיות שלם עם אדוני אלוהיו, להגות בתורתו, ללכת בדרכיו ולשמור מצוותיו, וימצא חן ושכל טוב בעיני אלוהים ואדם, ונאמר Amen, which means, may the God who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless you, Aiden, bless you, Ian, because you have both come for an aliyah upon the age of mitzvot. May the Holy One guard you and sustain you, helping you to be wholehearted in your faith, studying God's Torah, walking in God's ways, and fulfilling God's mitzvot. May you find favor before God and all people. And together let us say, Amen. Perfect. And so as we prepare for the dressing of the Torah, Mom and Dad, you can give big hugs and head back down. And if Michelle and Ron Horowitz will come on up for the dressing of the Torah. And Mel, do you want to supervise or are you good? You're good? Okay. So friends, we are on page 42. Please rise. All right, Aiden and Ian, if you guys will just take a little step over here for me. You're in charge of this. You're in charge of this.
וזאת התורה שעשה משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. ידעי לי 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 יאי לי 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 יאי לי 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 Yai nai 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 yai nai 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 nai.
Perfect, thank you. And as the Torah finds its resting place, everybody may be seated. Yeah. All right, so friends, the boys have so far this morning led us beautifully in prayer. They have read for us from our sacred scroll in its original text. And now what they're going to do is share with us some words and thoughts of Torah. They each individually prepared all of the remarks. And then we have the special task of doing a little combination. And so these are the words that they have to share with our community and the teaching and lesson they have to give us today. So I will turn it over to you. I'll stand up here for a second just to make sure the mic's going good. And
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Our Torah portion is Beha'alotecha, which takes place in the book of Numbers in the Torah. It contains many important events in Jewish history and overall teaches the importance of obedience to God's commands and the consequences of disobedience. The events in Beha'alotecha take place during the Israelites' journey in the wilderness after they emigrated from Egypt. The events in Beha'alotecha occur in many different locations as the Israelites travel in the wilderness, including Mount Sinai, the outskirts of camp, and various stopping points on their journey toward the Promised Land.
In the beginning of this portion, God tells Moses to command Aaron to light the menorah, and Aaron does as he is told. Then God tells Moses to purify the Levites and have them come to the tabernacle. Next, Israelites who are unable to celebrate Passover are given a chance to observe a second Passover. A cloud in the day and a fire in the night guide the Israelites during their journey and show God's presence over the tabernacle. In the second year after their exodus from Egypt, the Israelites asked, why should we be deprived? Because they were concerned that they had better food in Egypt as slaves, specifically the meat, than what they had wandering in the wilderness of Sinai. The Israelites kept complaining, saying there was nothing to eat besides the manna, bread from heaven, and asked Moses for meat. This infuriated God, and a fire broke out against the Israelites, destroying one edge of the camp.
At the end of the portion, Miriam and Aaron were being mean to Moses because he made the decision to marry a Cushite woman. And because of these mean words, Miriam was punished with leprosy. Moses did stand up to God, but God continued with the punishment because words matter and God felt the punishment matched the crime. Instead of being ungrateful,
In our Torah portion, the Israelites complain a lot because of the lack of meat during their journey. They believe that they had better foods as slaves in Egypt. However, what they don't remember is how they were treated overall in Egypt. They were forced to work hard labor as slaves. This shows that the Israelites were clearly not grateful that they were free and instead focused on what they were missing, which is the meat. This is a bad example of how to react to a new situation. When thinking of how to react in our own lives, instead of complaining about the bad things, we need to have gratitude for the good things. If we take the good things for granted, we won't see them or appreciate them, only seeing the bad things, which may give us a sense of worry and hopelessness.
Instead of being ungrateful, we should be grateful for what we have and receive. Today, we should be grateful for everything we have, and especially for the fact that Moses let us out of slavery and we are not slaves anymore. Gratefulness is something I need to work on. For example, a couple of days ago, I was complaining that I don't have the best of the best for everything, and I realized how ungrateful I was being. So instead, I started to think about all the good things I have and notice how much I have compared to other people.
Our family has a practice to avoid being ungrateful. Every Shabbat, we go around the table and share with each other what we are grateful for. Doing this exercise as a family helps me realize all the good things that are going on in my life.
While our family has this nice practice of sharing gratitude on Shabbat, I think it is important enough that we should do it more frequently. I don't really know any other families doing this, and I think they should. I think that it is powerful to reflect on the good things in our life because it helps us push away the bad or the things we think we need in our life because someone else has it, but we don't really need. If we had everything that we ever wanted all the time, we might become spoiled and always be reaching for the next thing even though we don't need it. Thinking back to the Israelites, they should have been thankful for the food that they did have because at least they had that food while being a free people rather than having better food as slaves. Maybe God wasn't giving them everything they wanted and needing in order to give them space to be thankful for what they did have and not always wanting to have it all. I hope the next time that you think about the next best thing you want, you'll think about this lesson in being grateful and decide if you really need that thing or if you just want it. I hope we can all find a balance of being grateful for what we have.
Becoming a bar mitzvah means I am choosing to take my Judaism seriously. To me, this means that I will continue to celebrate Jewish holidays. Jewish holidays because the traditions are important to me. My grandparents and parents passed down the traditions to me, and I want to continue to do them. One tradition that I want to raise up now that I'm a Jewish adult is to be more mindful of Shabbat by spending time with my family and taking time to really rest on Shabbat.
One way I plan to demonstrate my Jewish identity is by helping out in a variety of different soup kitchens and senior citizen homes. Our Bar Mitzvah project focuses on helping people in Uganda who don't have clean water. Ian and I help raise awareness for the Ugandan people who don't have clean water and for a preschool there that has horrible bathroom facilities and conditions. We started this project because in school we were learning about countries that don't have clean water, and I couldn't imagine how it would be to not have that available. Ian and I set a goal to raise money for the preschool, which we were so grateful to surpass, thanks to many of you for donating. We were able to send the money we raised to an organization called Drink Local, Drink Tap to help fight this issue. We plan to continue to support this cause and give tzedakah to them.
A Jewish value that is important to us is simcha, which means happiness. Happiness is the ability to look onto things with a good attitude. There are many ways this can happen, like rejoicing on special occasions or appreciating the small things in life. Happiness is important because it leads to a healthier and overall better life. It is also important because when we are happy, we can spread happiness to others. I have demonstrated that happiness is an important part of my life by trying to maintain a happy and healthy mindset. I try my best to look at things with a good attitude and appreciate the small things in life.
Being a Reformed Zionist means that we believe that Israel should be a Jewish homeland. We think that Israel should be a Jewish homeland because the Jewish people deserve a right to live in a sacred place. We do not think that people in Israel should be judged by gender, race, religion, education, culture, language, etc. It's a problem there now, and we hope they can work on fixing it. In our family, Tikkun Olam means to repair the world. The main way we think that can happen is by treating everyone equally, no matter their race, religion, culture, language, education, or gender. Our Mitzvah project demonstrates Tikkun Olam because everyone deserves to have access to clean water.
Aiden and I also participated in the Daffodil Project. The Daffodil Project is a project that has a goal of planting 1.5 million daffodils in memory of the 1.5 million children that perished in the Holocaust and in support for children who continue to suffer in humanitarian crises in the world today. It was important to my family because we want to show support to the people who unfortunately perished in the Holocaust. There is another project Aiden and I are participating in, connected to the Daffodil Project, called the Am Yisrael Bar Mitzvah Twinning Project. This project allows you to twin your bar mitzvah with a child who perished in the Holocaust and unfortunately wasn't able to celebrate their bar or bat mitzvah. My twin is named Yehuda Sherman. This is very special because his name is the exact same as my Hebrew name. Aiden was also able to twin with someone who had the same name as him, which meant a lot to love.
Finally, we wanted to say thank you to a number of special people for making this day happen. Thanks to Joanne, Rabbi Rachel, and cantorial soloist Jessica for helping us get ready for this special day. Ian, thank you for hanging out with me when I have nobody to hang out with. You've always been by my side, and I am grateful to have you as a brother. Dad, thank you for all your helpful criticism because that has helped me a lot. You have always been fun to hang around and do things with. You're the best dad I could ask for. Mom, thanks for always being there so I can talk to you about my problems or discoveries. It's always great to talk to you, and thanks for lifting me up when I'm down. You're the best mom ever. Thank you all for coming out to celebrate my special day.
I would also like to thank a number of people today. Aiden, thank you for making my life more enjoyable, well, usually. I'm very lucky to have a twin brother. Not everyone gets this opportunity. From hanging out together all the time, having fun, and fighting for absolutely no reason, you always find a way to make my day better. Thank you. Mom, thank you for always being there for me and overall being a great parent. I could be a pain sometimes, but you always find a way to make me feel better. I have so many great memories with you. I really enjoy spending time with you. Thank you for being so flexible and trying to make everything more enjoyable. Dad, I'd like to thank you too for being a great parent. You're always trying to make me laugh and be happy. I love your humor. You and Mom always drive anywhere from taking me to a friend's house to bringing me Chick-fil-A while I'm at school. You have such a great personality. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. We have indeed heard from two young men in our congregation, and we thank you for all of the learning and insight that you have brought to us this Shabbat. So now, if you guys will get out your binders and prepare your Haftorah, So this is our prophetic reading that is in addition to our Torah reading. And the blessing for before and after the Haftorah reading can be found on pages 42 and 43. And now they're going to be reading from a special part of Jeremiah, chapter 33. And you can follow along if you would like in your black Siddur. The reading is on page 56. Ian will chant first as he chants verses 10 through 11 and a half. And then Aiden will finish it up with 11 and a half and verse 12. And we'll go back for our blessing. So again, holding pages 42 and page 56.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratzav v'divrehem hana'im arim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher b'torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'nvi'eh ha'emet v'atzedek. Kol Amar Adonai Od Yishama b'makom hazeh asher atem omrim haref hu me'en adam u'me'en behema ba'arei Yehuda u'chutzot Yerushalayim hanshamo me'en adam u'me'en Yosef u'me'en behema. Kol sason v'kol simcha, kol hatan v'kol kalach, kol omrim chodu et Adonai Sivot, ki tov Adonai ki l'olam chasto.
Mevi'im toda beit Adonai Ke'ashiv et shvut ha'aretz, kevarishana amar Adonai, ko amar Adonai tzevaot, od yehyeh b'makon hazeh, hey harev, mein adam v'ad behema, uvechol harav, Neve ro'im marbitzim tzon. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzor kol ha'olamim tzadik bechol hadarot ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber u'mkayem shekol devarav emet b'tzedek. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limenucha lehavod utifaret. Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarhim otah Yitbar Shimha befi kol ha'tamid le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu u'Baruch Shemo
Mechadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Wonderful, guys. Absolutely wonderful. Friends, we are beginning to wrap up our service, page 44. If Victoria and Todd Schmidt will come up to our microphone for the blessing for America. Amen. Amen. And if Michelle Cooper and Jeff Alperin will come up to the microphone, Cantora soloist Jessica will be singing for us like a sandwich, and you'll read in the middle when she stops singing.
Avinu Shabashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo, Ba'arechet Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmicha Geulateinu.
Please. Amen.
Avinu Shabashamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'Goalo, Ba'arechet Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmicha Geulateinu.
If dear friends Isabella and Danny Levine could come on up to our ark, we return the Torah, page 45. Please rise.
Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar derachea darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha benashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu Kedem. Close the ark. And please be seated. Hey guys. You're not going to lean on the wall. Come on. A little closer. A little closer. Perfect. How we doing? Good. Well, it has been an honor to get to know each of you over the past couple of years, and even more so in the past couple of months. And I'll speak to you together and separately. So together, you guys are just kind of cool. You just like bring a, Ian's like, what? You just bring a nice energy with you into everywhere that you walk. And I really appreciate that. And that separately, you bring very different energies with you as well. So Ian, to you first, something that I really enjoyed seeing out of your heart and your soul during some of our time together was the way that you express how much you care. And that's in this, sometimes it's in your reaction to when you mess up. Do you know what you say when you mess up? You go, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. And there's a piece of that, though, that is, it's ownership. It's saying, it's really hard for people these days to say, my bad. But it's something that you somewhat casually are welcome into your life. But it's actually something that's really important. It's something that you recognize that you're somebody who isn't perfect. Mazel tov, none of us are. But to have that awareness at your age, it's really great to be able to say, my bad. Like, oops, I messed up, but I'm also capable of making things better. And not everybody, even as adults, are very good at that. But I found that it was something that you were excellent at doing, was recognizing when, oh, you know what? This wasn't going as well as it could have, or I made this mistake here, and, not but, and I'm ready to learn from that and to grow and to do better and to do better. And so sometimes you even need a little bit less of the my bad, because you know what? It's not your bad to be somebody who's growing. We don't expect perfection from you. And so my hope for you is that you continue to come in with that humility, like actually Moses is named in your Torah portion for his humility, that you hold on to that humility of Moses and you stay humble because it's a really nice quality about you.
that you continue to be open to learning and growing. And when you do that, you continue to be a blessing for our community. So thank you. And Aiden, you don't say that. You don't say bad. Because you're a different person. Look at that. You may be roommates, but you are separate. And something that I've really enjoyed with you is some of the, now, you are also still very humble, and you bring a different sort of confidence with you when you know that you've practiced something and you've got it down. Like, there's the Aiden who isn't exactly sure, and you walk in and you say, I'm not sure I have this down. And then there's the Aiden who's like, I've been working hard at this. I've practiced this. I know this. I'm just going to rock it. And I love that side of you too, that each of those together are a combination of a humility and a confidence that you bring into every space. And so when you do that, I think it really makes other people around you feel confident. It's a type of leadership. It's a quiet one. You're not the loudest kid in the room. I don't imagine, maybe you're going to turn into that. Who knows? Stranger things have happened. But I imagine that you are going to continue to grow into this humble, confident young man who leads by action, who leads by people look around and see, how is Aiden handling this situation? Oh, he's being calm about it. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. I can follow in those footsteps too. And so my hope for you is that you carry that same confidence and humility with you throughout your life, that you carry that leadership with you, and that you too, together and separately, continue to be these very humble, loving, and kind blessings in the life of our congregation and the greater community. And so now Jessica and I are going to offer you our priestly benediction. If the congregation will please rise. Come a little closer. Just do one of these.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichoneka.
May the light of God shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
Wherever life's journey takes you, may you walk humbly with your God, and may you know God's most important gift, the gift of peace. Together we say, Amen. So please be seated unless you are proud mom and dad who have a few words of blessing to share.
Can't wait. Okay.
Oh.
A few words.
Oh. Sayud.
You go first.
This is where we started, but we're not going to do this.
Oh, good, yes. Here, you take the mic. All right,
we won't do that.
boys, stand in a way that your parents can look at you.
Did you want me to talk from that? That's where it started. Hi, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Look at you both. You did it. Look where you are standing, all dressed up and wrapped in your very own talit, here on your bar mitzvah day. Ian and Aiden and Ian, you know we always want to say your names so that you know you're both very important and special to us. Pause. Take a moment to soak in all of this. Your time, hard work, energy, and effort leading up to this day. Take another moment to really see who all came this morning to be with you on this most special, once-in-your-lifetime occasion. And your friends who could not join you in person are most certainly supporting you and rooting you on from wherever they are. Our family and friends, we can feel the outpouring of love that you brought into this sanctuary and to Ian and to Aiden today. My Aiden and my Ian, my Ian and my Aiden, I loved you before I even knew you. I could not wait to say hello and hug and kiss you, hold you in my arms and rock you. And that was just yesterday. I cannot believe who I see standing in front of me right now in this moment. Ian and Aiden, my beautiful boys, now young men. I can't see. Other than the day you were born, nothing has been more thrilling than to see you reach this day. It is most exciting to watch you grow and begin to mature, find your own way, find your own voice, although I think you were born with that, begin to create your own trail and path, to gain your true sense of self. Nothing has been more rewarding than to see you strive for and reach your own goals, including being successful and embracing today. It is my honor to share in your accomplishments, whether it is in school, in gaming, on the flag football field or basketball court, Aiden, on the golf course and driving range, Ian, making logos and editing video clips, and with developing such terrific friendships and more. As you just so eloquently spoke your gratitude and connecting that message to your Torah portion and Haftorah, I want to tell you how grateful I am to be here to share and witness this beautiful and special day in your life. What a gift and a blessing to see you reach this day after overall embracing the steps it took to get here. It really did seem that you enjoyed this process. Being a part of your lives is a priceless gift from God, a blessing, and sometimes a challenge. Raising you with fun traditions, such as our Friday night Shabbat candle lighting and saying what we are grateful for and giving compliments, Dunkin' stops after Sunday school, I had to change that from Dunkin' Donuts, and Chick-fil-A runs, which are many, strong moral values, an understanding of gratefulness, which connects so well with your Torah portion, the value and importance of respect and kindness, and leading with a good heart are what Dad and I hope you walk with and carry always throughout your life. Some days you have turned our world upside down and inside out, yet I would not want it any other way, and you are worth it. To love you through those messy parts, because growing up can be hard sometimes. Nothing has been more wonderful than having you in my life. Aiden and Ian and Aiden, keep paying attention to what makes you you. Explore what makes you feel centered, supported, comfortable, curious, excited, humble, interested, and grateful. The courage you have to become successful by being kind and by following your path will feel amazing. My young men, keep being authentically, enthusiastically you. Aiden, you have an enormous and beautiful heart and soul. I am grateful to see both. Whatever life throws your way, believe in yourself and count on the fact that you have the strength, the wherewithal, and confidence to know, I've got this. You have this powerful inner strength to handle challenges. You are wise enough to look for and think about solutions to problems that may arise and then implement the appropriate solution. Listen to that inner voice. You are so much more capable today and will continue to be for all of your tomorrows. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Keep setting goals for what you want to accomplish. Don't hold back or stay back just because someone might do it better, be better, or run faster. Aiden, you are quite funny, have empathy, and care very much about others and what someone else is going through or might be feeling. You are a good friend. You enjoy putting things together, especially trying without reading the instructions. You are full of wonderful energy and are interested and curious about the world around you. You are an incredible, remarkable you. Be proud of you for what you do. Keep believing in yourself and all that you are, and know that I have believed in you since day one. You have certainly made Dad and I proud today. Ian, your heart is huge, or as we would say, huge. Your soul and mind are pensive, sensitive, and beautiful. There is a bright and shining light in you. You are kind and a good friend. You have a terrific work ethic, especially when it comes to wanting to make top-notch grades and creating a logo or really anything for someone else. You are a teacher, helping others willingly. I learn from you. You analyze a situation and act out of love and care for your friends and family. You are so passionate and get swept away when you enjoy something so much. And I'm not talking about chicken fingers. You take the lead to guide others. You are easygoing when others argue about where to go and what to do. Yet you are a very positive, special young man. You are good at things that you don't even realize. You have a wonderful, quick wit and dry, sarcastic sense of humor, which I love. You are a very spiritual young man, enthusiastic, and you also possess a quiet inner strength. Dad and I feel delighted and joyful today as you become a bar mitzvah. Being a part of your lives is a priceless gift from God, a blessing, and sometimes a challenge. You both absolutely light up our lives. Raising you with strong moral values, an understanding of gratefulness, which connects so well with your Torah portion, the value and importance of respect and kindness, and leading with a good heart are what Dad and I hope you walk with and carry always throughout your life. Boys, my young men, I thank you for choosing. I almost made it. I thank you for choosing me to be your mom. I would not have wanted it any other way. And I am grateful that Hashem saw what a perfect match we were meant to be. You are amazing, just the way you are. I love you tremendously, with all my heart and soul. And I'm finished.
I promise mine's real quick. Real quick.
That's why I went first.
That's why she went first. Okay. Ian and Aiden, wow. Look at all our friends and family who came to celebrate this next big milestone in your life. Today, Mom and I are so proud of you both. How you embrace your Jewish studies to be up here on a special beamer in front of all of us in God's eyes. For me personally, it has been such an honor and a blessing to have had the opportunity to be home with you guys since you were babies. Mom and I played tremendous roles in your life. It took a village to get through your baby years. You had great nannies from Miss Tita, Miss Carrie Ann, and they were blessings in so many ways. But the most powerful person in our lives was Miss Dorothy from Northside Hospital. When you were born, she taught us so much and helped us get some well-rested sleep, so we were ready to share our love with both of you during the day. We recorded everything you did the minute you guys were born. Videos and pictures, 20,000 plus. Today, everyone will see a bunch, probably too much, but it was so hard to narrow down even more. Hours and hours of dragging photos until we got the best ones to share of a glimpse of your life with everyone. The rest you can see on your own one day. Embracing your Jewish studies was not easy, especially during the pandemic. We chose to keep you home from coming to Hebrew school, and you guys took on this challenge. We introduced you to Joanne, who became your mentor and tutor during this crazy time. Joanne embraced you guys each week with patience and love, and you both embraced this challenge and persevered and did so well, staying on top of everything that was required of you guys to do. The following year, you were back in Hebrew school with your peers and took on 2 more challenges that came your way: finishing Hebrew school, getting prepared for your bar mitzvah, climbing the colorful ladder from white, blue, green, orange, purple, and finally gray. You did it and made this rainbow leap to today, June 10th. During that time, you also had 20 weeks of extensive Torah tutoring to bring you today's special day. The way you guys embrace everything that has come your way is incredible, and you should be so proud of yourselves, because Mom and I are so proud of you, from starting a new school, your Jewish studies, meeting new friends along the journey was incredible, and it was a challenge you both took on and fell into place. Your mitzvah project, Drink Local, Drink Tap Sudan, you mentioned, was so perfect for you. You chose well and hit all the goals you set to help school children in a third world country have opportunity to go to school, have clean water, proper bathrooms, and wash basins to feel that they are loved and cared about in their journey to be educated. Thank you to everyone that participated with their love donations to help Ian and Aiden reach this awesome goal. Today, you have officially become true men, Jewish men that will live with you forever to share what you've learned with your children in the future. Thank you to Rabbi Rachel Miller for being there for the boys in this journey to their bar mitzvah. In a short period of time, you got to know Ian and Aiden, and they both embraced your guidance and teachings tremendously. This morning is just the beginning. Now go off with your 85 friends and family, take a deep breath and party hard. Enjoy this special day that Mom and I have put together for you guys and all your family and friends that are able to be here today to share this special day. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you to everyone who's looking in and streaming this live, and there's many, from Nigeria to Greece to Charlotte to Florida, Chicago, Colorado, Arizona, and many other great places. They're all watching now. Your love is felt here today, and Amy and I and the boys are sending it back to you guys. May this day be watched over our house of worship with safety, love, especially beautiful celebration for our Aiden and Ian. You deserve it and earn this. Go out and look around and party hard, the 2 of you, and just enjoy this day.
Beautiful. So friends, we prepare to officially conclude our service. We'll head up to the Ark with Aleinu L'Shabeach, which can be found on page 46. Aiden and Ian, if you will please open the Ark doors.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'teit gedula li'oser breshit, shelo asanu kiyoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malkei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lamelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo echad.
All right, we'll come right to here. Friends, please be seated. We conclude our service in memory, calling to mind loved ones who have died in recent days or in seasons past, and we imagine their spiritual presence, you could come all the way, being in this space with us and adding to the holiness. And so the Sherman family is remembering Jacob Ian Sherman, Elaine and Jerry Sherman, Glenn Sherman, Irene and Harvey Gordon, Leah and Charlie Burse, Fanny and Paul Sherman, Ann and Jack Podhurst, Penny and Jerry Wolk. If you are in a period of shloshim, that is the first 30 days mourning the loss of a loved one, I invite you to rise so that we may recognize you. If you're in the first year, Yud Bet, mourning the loss of a loved one, we invite you to rise so we may recognize you. If on this Shabbat you are observing a yahrzeit, a death anniversary of a loved one, we invite you to rise so we may recognize you. And if it is your custom to rise for Mourner's Kaddish, as it is here at Temple Emanu-El, we invite you to rise now. The words can be found on page 48. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shemei d'kedusha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'miran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen.
Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru, Amen.
If you're still seated, I invite you to please rise. Sherman family, follow me. Vishamru, page 49.
I apologize for my microphone. I might have to turn it off halfway through. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, v'asot et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berit olam.
A quick kiddush. Who wants the big cup today? Oh, okay, all right. Little cup, little cup, little cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Shabbat shalom. And finally, ahead of a little nosh outside, we have a little wala to our challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen
Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov. Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov. Yehei lanu. Yehei lanu. Yehei lanu. U'lechol Yisrael. 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 Mazel Tov, Shabbat Shalom. If friends and family of Aiden and Ian will please exit through this side door to my right, your left, and go directly to the patio. Shabbat Shalom.